This TikToker just got arrested and charged with 2 felonies after she fatally hit a pedestrian with her car. And she's now facing 16 years of prison with all of her charges combined. And what's even worse is she was live streaming the entire time with an 8-year-old child in the back seat.
I don't know, it was weird, like, so...
What was that? You okay?
Oh.
What was that?
And then it gets even more disgusting because she got right back on TikTok live and then tried to solicit donations from her viewers after the fact that she ran over a guy.
Y'all, my Cash App up there if y'all want to support.
But something tells me the Cash App donations are not going to help her with the reckless homicide and aggravated use of cell phone charges that she's awaiting trial for. Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn on my light here. Suddenly the lighting got better. And even after ending the life of a 59-year-old man, she's been back online posting AI videos set to sad music, calling her circumstances a trial from God instead of what it is, a crime and just complete negligence on her part. Like, this is a tragedy that should have never happened. Now, you may be thinking, wow, yet another dumb TikTok teenager acting stupid for clout. But if you thought so, you'd actually be very wrong, because today we're talking about 43-year-old Tanisha McCarthy Wharton. Why are you 43 years old, allegedly looking and arguing on your stream instead of driving? Again, such a preventable tragedy. But she's also known as Tea Time to her fans, and she runs a TikTok account with about 30,000 followers. And Tanisha posts a variety of content, from personal stories and content from her day job as a teacher to moderating messy talk arguments on live where she refers to herself as the judge. And unfortunately for her, she's now going from LARPing as a judge to facing judgment. And while there's, a decent amount of content on her page, her bread and butter seem to be the TikTok live streams, which obviously we have little recorded evidence of beyond what she saved and shared herself. But in my opinion, it's fair to say that Tanisha was live streaming a good chunk of her life, since she found it so important that she needed to do it while driving. Her live content wasn't vlogging, however. As you might expect, she was, like I said earlier, moderating other people's arguments and seemed to, insert herself into them as well.
Don't sit up here and act like you don't know what the I'm talking about. Girl,
You going outside
quit
tonight?
playing moderator and go get a goddamn job.
Who you talking to, my people?
Yeah, ironically, she really should have taken that advice, because she ended the life of a pedestrian because she was moderating some petty fight on TikTok. Because on November 3rd, 59-year-old Darren Lucas was walking to his beach park home after a shift at the local grocery store when he was struck crossing the street by a driver who ran a red light. And that driver was none other than Tanisha, who, unbeknownst to the police at the time, was live streaming the entire thing and sealed both her own and a stranger's fates on camera.
You okay?
Oh,
What was that? You okay?
Like, come on. If only you weren't live streaming, you would have probably seen that red light. Like, the fact that she also had the green screen effect up to hide the fact that she was driving is also diabolical. But to make things even worse for herself, she had a child in the back. This is awful. You're in the car with your kid. Why are you not talking to the kid and spending time with him instead of moderating strangers on a live stream while driving? But then you hear a muffled, "I just hit someone" from Tanisha before she abruptly ends her live stream. It didn't take long for the news to come out that she in fact actually hit a pedestrian, and he was rushed to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Just an awful tragedy. And while it is said that Tanisha remained at the scene and cooperated with police, she did say that she had a green light and that the intersection was dimly lit and she hadn't seen Darren until it was too late. Again, I wonder why she didn't see him nor the light. And, speaking of that, she also apparently refused to let them search her phone, probably because she knew that they would immediately figure out that she had just been live streaming to 14 people. And apparently 14 people is the amount of clout risking someone's life is worth these days, I guess. Like, again, this is just a tragedy, because now a man lost his life and her grandson lost a whole lot of time with their grandmother, who is his guardian. And people who witnessed the live were quick to send clips of this crash to local authorities in days following to help prove that she was distracted and on her phone when all this happened. And all of this led to a warrant for her arrest to be issued on Tuesday, December 23rd. And according to this New York Times article, within an hour of the arrest warrant being issued on Tuesday, investigators said they found Miss McCarthy leaving her home with several packed bags. So they barely caught her before she was apparently going to leave. But regardless, Tanisha was taken into custody and booked on felony charges of reckless homicide and aggravated use of communications device, resulting in a and at the time she was being held without a bond. But she lawyered up and had an appearance in court, and this is where her lawyer argued that the evidence is hardly compelling because there's a police report with an eyewitness contradicting the police's claims that she ran a red light. Tanisha's lawyer also said they are overcharging her with reckless homicide, saying, "Of course, I believe that if a person is distracted by some communication device while driving, it is a negligent," he said. "There's no question this is a negligent act, but that doesn't mean it's a reckless act." Yeah, I don't know. I know he's her lawyer and he has to defend her, but it's kind of hard to excuse live streaming while driving and ending someone's life. But either way, Tanisha was released pending her trial on January 27th. But throughout this, she's been unable to stop herself from posting and promoting herself in numerous ways. Just days after the initial incident, while police were still doing their investigation, Tanisha allegedly got on live again despite her account being private and started asking her viewers for donations to support her mental leave.
Y'all, my Cash App up there if y'all want to support while I'm on mental leave. You know I don't like asking y'all for if y'all find it in y'all heart. I know. That's why I came on.
And then apparently she's also announcing an album that she was dropping called Testimony.
I've been writing. I got a new album series coming out with the stuff that y'all already heard. And I've been working on that.
Like, come on. Like, you ran down a man in your car and you're now trying to use this to promote your album? What stage of TikTok brain rot are we at right now? Because this is pretty bad. But viewers obviously immediately began calling this out. Everyone knew she ran over a guy while live streaming, so no one was really prepared to give her a whole bunch of sympathy here. Because my main reaction after seeing this is, how is she not immediately showing sympathy and remorse to the victim? Like, where is the human decency? Because this like nonchalant and posting like it's normal after taking someone's life, that is just wild. And since her release while pending trial, she's been posting again. And now on her public profile, basically acting like a deranged person. She has AI videos of people crying to promote her album, selfies set to music with awful transitions. The whole thing just seems completely tasteless and does not make sense. And if you click her link tree, she also writes children's books and self-help books as well. So, interesting. That also goes to show you that you shouldn't always just take the advice of anyone who writes a self-help book. Also, I mean, just look at the titles of these books. I mean, what is going on here? But Tanisha seems like she's trying anything she can to become wealthy and a person of influence, despite the fact that she made the decision that led to someone losing their life. Apparently, TikTok doesn't allow you to drive on live like basically any other live streaming platform. And Tanisha, I guess, used the green screen feature to bypass that. So if she was actually aware that she was using the green screen feature to bypass that, that changes a lot of things here. And unfortunately, the real victims in the story is Tanisha's 8-year-old grandson, who we have to assume was in the video, because she has multiple videos with him and even one where she outlines how she got custody of him. Meaning, if she goes to jail, this kid could actually end up in the foster care system, which is just absolutely awful. So on one side, you obviously have her grandson, but obviously the victim and their family as well. So it's just an awful situation that shouldn't have happened. But like I said, right now, Tanisha, she's awaiting for trial on January 27th, and I'll let you guys know if anything happens. So feel free to drop a like on this video, and I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on here. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.